Allies close to New York, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez reportedly believe she is considering a run for Senate or even the White House. But President Trump says her policies would only hurt America.
She's the wrong philosophy for the country in terms of keeping America great. We're making it great. She's got a little spunk. She's got a little something that's good, but her philosophy is bad for the country. I don't think that philosophy can come close to winning.
Fox News contributor Hugh Hewitt joins me now. Hugh, great to have you on the program. I want to read a quote from the New York Post editorial board who says this could actually be a good thing for the country, an AOC presidential run, because it will, quote, force the Democrat Party to either finally quit playing footsie with the far left or go all in and so get slaughtered, opening the way for a new, sane liberal party to surface. You agree with that, Hugh?
I do. I do think that Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez comes out of the Democratic Socialist wing of the party. It is hard left. And I also think, I want to point this out, Todd, when she took to the floor of the House last week to attack Charlie Kirk, it was below the standards of common decency that most Americans expect. And on the other side of yesterday, which I believe will go down as probably the world's largest ever evangelical moment and the emotional moment where Erica Kirk forgave the killer, the testimonies of Vice President Vance and Secretary Rubio, President Trump's salute to no, there's nothing that anyone with a good heart can't accomplish. That on the other side of that, most Americans, and I think Americans playing between the tens, not even the 20s, but between the tens, are going to say she lacks the basic decency we expect out of someone coming from the Democratic Party. Add on these far left-wing positions that she holds, and her charge against Charlie of ignorance, which was rebutted by, like, Dr. Larry Arnn, president of Hillsdale College yesterday, and Dr. Ben Carson, the brain surgeon and former HUD secretary, and you're going to find yourself looking at a big mountain. I think the sequence of events, from her comments on the floor to that hugely evangelical testimony that went on for hours about the objective truth of Christianity yesterday, to this week, her stock crashed over the weekend, because most Americans are good-hearted and not that crazy about politics, and especially about extremist politics. And her policies are extreme. So I think the Post is correct.
Not to be outdone there, Hugh. The country spends one day remembering Charlie Kirk. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett not sharing in that. She doubles down on her vote against a resolution to honor him. Let's listen to Jasmine Crockett.
The rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was specifically to us. Yeah, I'm not honoring that kind of stuff. And it is unfortunate that more of my colleagues, even on my side of the aisle, could not see the amount of harm that this man was attempting to inflict upon our communities.
Hugh, she apparently missed Turning Point's Young Black Leadership Summit and, of course, the other outreach to the black community from Turning Point and from Charlie Kirk himself over the years. Your thoughts?
She missed a lot. I saw that. I saw that clip before the service began. It's objectively not true about Charlie. I've known Charlie since 2013. He didn't have a racist bone in his heart. He spoke about issues of race when they came up in the national conversation with great care and concern for listeners everywhere. So it's objectively not true. Again, I think this is going to be putting Congresswoman Crockett opposite 90% of America who never dance on the graves of the dead, especially in the middle, on the morning of what is, again, I'll just say it again, Todd, objectively the largest evangelical service I've ever seen, with person after person testifying to the objective truth of Christianity. And she's attacking the victim and the victim's family indirectly by calling them racist. They're not. She's wrong. An apology would help her. It might redeem AOC. But folks in politics, and I think in the news business, have got to recognize that yesterday was, to borrow Charlie's phrase, a significant turning point in the return of religion to the public square and of belief to the public square. And if they get that wrong and they're tin-eared about it, the American people are listening very closely in the aftermath of it, as they did after RFK's shooting, which I can barely remember, after they did after JFK's assassination. and they're listening not for anything except kindness and decency, and perhaps maybe some affinity for religious belief, that if it's missing, it's going to put them in a distinct minority. So she did miss a lot. You're right, Todd. She missed a lot of Charlie Kirk. That's unfortunate. Maybe she'll go watch the tapes and call Erica Kirk and apologize.
So well said. Hugh Hewitt, thanks for getting up early with us. We appreciate it, sir.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.